High school language classes ain't shit. I took French for 3 years in high school. Even after graduating high school, I still found myself at a beginner level. Now, I wasn't the issue. It was America's education system that's failing us. And I know this because I'm a polyglot. Et maintenant, je parle français. With the knowledge I have now, everything I learned in those 3 years, I could learn in a week if I wanted to. Let's talk about the issues America's education system has. High school language teachers really can't fail you. Even if you're horrible in class, it's still not in the best interests of having the reputation as a teacher that fails every student that comes in. That's the reason why they lower the level of expectations in every class. That's the reason it took us a month to learn the numbers 1 through 20 in French. It took us a whole month just to learn 20 numbers. You can expect how the rest of the year was. During that month, I just goofed off. I goofed off every single day. The only reason I showed up to class was because my French teacher was hot. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't be in class just because it was so easy. And I didn't feel motivated at all. I took French only because it was a requirement to go to college. That brings me to my second point. Many people who take language classes in high school isn't because they have a passion for a language or because they really want to learn that language. It's because it's required in order to go to university, which was the case for me. Like, I couldn't get into university if I didn't have language classes in my resume. And sadly, I only had two options in my high school. I either take Spanish or I either take French. And I already knew Spanish and I just didn't feel like wasting my time for 2 years just to take 2 years of bullshit Spanish. University forced me to learn 2 years of French. I didn't care about French. I didn't care about the language. I didn't care about the culture at the time. I only cared about passing the class to be able to go to university. And high school does the same shit to you. In order to graduate high school, you gotta take a whole bunch of bullshit ass classes, things that you're never gonna use in real life. And this is the reason why after 3 years of French classes in high school, I still found myself at a beginner level after graduating high school because I didn't care about the language. And in order to really learn the language, you gotta have a genuine interest, not an external factor telling you gotta learn the language. No, you learn it because you want to. And my last point is many high schoolers only use their language skills in class. Outside of class, they forget to use them because they're at an age where they're insecure about themselves, not as confident in their language ability, whatever they learn in class, and they shy away from using it in real life. And because of that, they start to slowly forget, slowly discard anything they learned in their years of learning that language in high school. And this is an issue because learning languages or learning anything in general is like a muscle, building a muscle. The more you use it, the better you get at it, or the better the muscle will look. In high school, all you care about is getting girls and going to college. You don't care about getting fluent in a language. Whatever tiny amount of French or tiny amount of Spanish you learn in high school, you're gonna forget because you have other priorities in that age. Look guys, if you're still in high school and you have no clue what you're learning, if you're graduating high school without a clue of what you learned those 3, 4, 5 years of high school language classes, don't worry, there's still hope after high school. It's just you gotta learn it on your own terms. Tu parles français?